Graham, after such a committed display, that was a horrible way for the evening to end.
Yeah, it was so undeserved on the basis of what the players did in the second half. I think 10 men worked so hard for their football club. They showed such a commitment to the cause. They worked both in defence and in attack with a sense of real organisation and understanding of the game they'd been asked to play. There was a real care for the football club, I think, in that performance. And you could hear by the fans at the end, the level of support that they had for the efforts that had gone in, just how appreciative they were of what the players did. It was a dreadful way for the game to be lost. Probably our star man on the evening making an error. But I look at the yellow card that he took and that break in his concentration. And I point at that. I point at the yellow card as the cause of that error, because all of a sudden he's put under pressure that they weren't being put under. You could see me protesting about the amount of time that they were taking at the corner, and our goalkeeper's on yellow, and the consistency wasn't there. And I look at that and think it's no excuse for the goalkeeper to let one slip. But outstanding performance from him. He was brilliant in that first half. Made a couple of sensational saves, and he didn't deserve that.
The red card for Chris Forrester. What did you make of that from your viewpoint?
I have to be careful what I say, because when I watch one of our players react to being stamped on, I don't want to condone or excuse the player for reacting. But I've watched one of their players throw himself to the ground and be booked for throwing himself to the ground, feign an injury, which is despicable. And then I've watched the player stamp on my player's foot and stay on the pitch with my player walking down the tunnel. There's no consistency in that. There's no equitability in that, and that's plain wrong.
You obviously created chances as well. It wasn't just a defensive rearguard. You got into some good positions, and the forwards held the ball up for you as well, which they needed to do at times.
In the second half, I thought Leon Goal was exceptional. He needed to play a big part. The front three needed to play a big part, and I thought to a man, Taylor, Shaq, Lee did exactly what was asked. They knew that as a three they had to defend their back four. It left the rest of the field equal, and they did exactly that. And they knew that if they played inside the fullbacks, they could counter-attack. And I thought we took our game forward really intelligently, really well. We had our moments, could easily have scored. Bostwick probably went the closest. But in the end, as I say, it was a very unfortunate way for us to lose the game. I think the positive from our point of view, we've seen so many good ingredients from our team. If I'm frank, win, lose or draw, it's not going to affect which league we're in next season. And if things are going to go against you and you're going to have some learning lessons, then now is the time for those learning lessons to happen.
I think the fans here will appreciate the effort and commitment that was put in by your players today, and that's what the fans want to see, isn't it? And from now to the end of the season, if they put in performances like that, there's no complaints from anyone.
Well, I think if you put that level of desire, that level of work ethic into 11 Peterborough players, we're in business, aren't we? Because I think we all know that tonight we've watched some players really grow up, step up to the plate and show a level of commitment and determination and positivity towards the game that it takes to be successful at this level. So many positive things for me coming out of the evening, even though we've lost the game and unfortunate things have happened.